I want to talk to you about this signal scandal. National Security Advisor Michael Waltz has assumed full responsibility for the leaked signal group chat of senior Trump officials that discussed plans for a strike on the Houthis in Yemen. Here he is on Fox News.
I take responsibility. I built the group.
Okay.
So but look, that's the part that we have to figure out, and that's the part that embarrassing, yes, but Pete and I are veterans. We know these operations. He has been an excellent Secretary of Defense, and this was an operation that, I mean, it amazes me. I guess the Democrats were fine to leave all the sea lanes shut down. We're fine to have destroyers fired on dozens of times by this terrorist group, and fine to have Iran keep supplying them missiles. That was okay. The president takes decisive action. And now we're seeing some real success in taking down their air defenses, opening the sea lanes, taking out their leadership. We don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about this.
Yeah. The Atlantic has revealed even more text messages from the Signal app overnight. This has, of course, been a pretty huge story, but it has been interesting to watch the media go into meltdown over it. On CNN, Ashley Allison seemed to be shocked that J.D. Vance put in writing that he hates that America has been bailing out Europe. Look at this.
Ain't Europe pathetic in those messages?
Calling Europe,
our allies. Our allies.
They say that publicly. I mean.
Well, there was that.
Are you under any illusion that we're out here telling Europe how great they are as a public matter? There is a standoff going on right now between the president and the vice president and the leaders of Europe about what they need to be doing to secure their own countries. And by the way, they're right. They do need to step up.
Look, it's been really interesting to watch everyone react to this. I find it fascinating that what these messages show, it shows the world and people in America exactly what US leaders are like. What do you make of it all?
I think there's a few factors to this story. And of course, the mainstream media, they have been having a field day with this story. I think it would be easier, and I think the right thing to do for the Conservative Party is to come out and say, I messed up. Adding a loser journalist to a group chat where you're discussing matters of the sorts of our country and intelligence information was shared, or whether or not it was, accidentally adding a reporter to a group chat is regrettable.
Absolutely.
And the better message out there for the American people to hear is we messed up. Instead of saying today we are launching a full investigation into how this could have happened, you added the wrong dude to a group chat. Unless there's something nefarious here that we don't know yet, I think it would be easier on the American people as far as a trust factor to just come out and admit that you did something wrong. On the mainstream media front, though, Gab, are we really supposed to believe that Democrats and the mainstream media all of a sudden are concerned about leaks from the government, about leaks about classified information? James Comey is a leaker. Lovely Hillary Clinton weighed in on this. Classified information on a private server. Come on. I mean, all of a sudden we believe Democrats care. They let Eric Swalwell actually sleep with a Chinese spy and continue to work for our government. So I'm not buying it. I think they should save their liberal tears for somebody else. I don't think the American people are buying that. Again, separate factors to this story. We should admit wrongdoing. What was the mistake that was made, again, is regrettable. How the mainstream media is handling it and pretending to care, I don't think anyone's falling for that.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to see failed presidential candidate Hillary Clinton weighing in on this, tweeting, "You've got to be kidding me." She's getting slammed for the hypocrisy. Of course, she was called out for her use of a personal email system during her time as Secretary of State, as an investigation found it was used to send and receive messages which contained classified information. Now, we've also heard from Pete Hegseth. He posted online, so let me get this straight. The Atlantic released the so-called war plans, and those plans include no names, no targets, no locations, no units, no routes, no sources, no methods, and no classified information. This only proves one thing: Jeff Goldberg has never seen a war plan or an attack plan, as he now calls it. Not even close. As I type this, my team and I are traveling to meet with commanders, the real guys who make real war plans, and talking to troops. We will continue to do our job while the media does what it does best: peddle hoaxes. We've also heard from White House spokesperson Caroline Leavitt. She's spoken about the issue, reminding the mainstream media that the Biden administration left 13 service members dead in Afghanistan and not a single person was held accountable. Take a listen.
We are not going to be lectured about national security and American troops by Democrats and the mainstream media who turned the other cheek when the Biden administration, because of their incompetence, left 13 service members dead in Afghanistan, and not a single person in the previous administration was held accountable for that botched withdrawal. Joe Biden said, in fact, it was a great operation. That is despicable. It's unacceptable to this president and this Secretary of Defense. The National Security Advisor has taken responsibility for this inadvertent number being added to the messaging thread. But above all, we take the lives of our troops, safety, security, prosperity around the globe with the utmost seriousness.